Now you got Boots Ennis in your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. You know, he's got the it, but we haven't seen him against any elite fighter. We've never seen him tested. So until then, we just going to keep saying, oh, Boots, 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 until he meet that fighter that's going to test him.
Is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Nah, it just don't make sense right now in my career. Like I said, especially money-wise, don't nobody really know Boots, but
right.
I'm looking for bigger and better challenges like Canelo.
You're just looking for the big ones.
Yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah.
Fish fry.
That definitely. Definitely. Them the guys I'm looking for,
Terence Crawford has finally reacted to the recently leaked training footage of Jaron Boots Ennis, and it appears that Crawford has a serious message for Boots. Yeah, after seeing the latest training footage of Jaron Boots, the undefeated, explosive new face of American boxing, Crawford's reaction was a pure warning shot. Because while Ennis has been training like a man possessed ahead of his next fight, Crawford just reminded everyone why he's still the king of the hill. This isn't just about clout or call-outs anymore. It's about legacy. It's about respect. And if you ask Bud, it's about setting the record straight because, as he said himself, there's levels to this. Let's break it down. It all began when new training footage of Jaron Boots Ennis dropped this week, and let's be honest, it was wild. Boots looked like a machine, lightning-fast mid-work, ridiculous reflex drills, and a mix of footwork that screamed Prime Crawford 2. The video spread like wildfire across X, YouTube, and Instagram, with captions like, "The next Bud is here," and "Crawford 2 has entered the chat." Even promoter Eddie Hearn jumped in, calling Ennis the new Crawford and saying the fight between the two is the best fight in American boxing.
Terence is only going to fight Boots if there's loads of money on the line, because he knows how good Ennis is, and he's not going to fight anymore unless it's for a lot of money. So we have to do what we say. We have to prove the quality of Ennis, and he has to earn his shot against Crawford. But that is the fight that I look at in 9 to 12 months' time, 3 fights down the line. And I think US fight fans are going to be crying out for that fight. Like, you imagine if we beat Lima on Saturday, we beat Ortiz, we beat Fundora or Mertzalayev or Zayas, everyone will be calling for Ennis v Crawford.
I think a lot of fans are crying for that now.
They have been for years.
Yeah.
But the reality is we still need to, it's not, I think everyone who, like I say, everybody that knows boxing.
Yeah, boxing fans.
One that knows how good Ennis is go, me, what a fight. That is unbelievable. But still, you've got to educate people that Ennis is as good as I say he is, right? And you do that by beating the champion. So we've got work to do.
And while Crawford's usually calm, this time, he didn't stay quiet. In a recent interview after a press conference, a reporter showed Bud the Ennis footage and asked, "What do you think about Boots' latest training clips? People say he's the next you." Crawford smirked and said, "If he's the next me, then he's still got a long climb ahead. People talk about highlights. I talk about history. He's in the gym hitting pads. I'm in the record books beating legends." That's not just a response, that's a warning. Because for Crawford, this isn't some YouTube back and forth. This is about proving that even as the new generation rises, the throne still belongs to him. He's 42-0, 31 knockouts, and now a 5-division world champion after dismantling Canelo Alvarez to become undisputed at 168 pounds.
Canelo couldn't really keep up with him. He was too fast. His feet, footwork was too good.
Do you think the scores was right on, or do you think maybe it was a little more towards Bud?
What was the scorecards?
115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah?
I feel like Bud damn near basically won every round, so
yeah.
But yeah, that's about right. You can say that.
Now, with this accomplishment, Keyshawn, is he on the Mount Rushmore of boxers?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
3-time undisputed. Mm-hmm. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time for sure.
No one else has done that. Not Mayweather, not Pacquiao, not Canelo. So when Ennis's camp started floating his name next to Bud's, it hit a nerve. Eddie Hearn's been hyping this up like it's destiny. He told reporters, Crawford versus Ennis is the fight for American boxing. But let's be real, Crawford knows how good Boots is. He's not scared, but he knows it's a real fight.
I think the perfect weight for Boots is 160. I think he could go there now and be in his absolute prime. He'll be tight at 54 tomorrow. People think that when you move up in weight, all of a sudden it's easy. He's massive. He will 100% go to 168 at some point. So right there, you've got a 4-division championship. But I don't want him just to be a 4-division champion. I want him to be undisputed in those, because I think he's the natural progressor to Terence Crawford. I think he's of the same kind of ability as Terence Crawford. And what Crawford's done is amazing, because he was undisputed in 3 weight classes.
Yeah, so, you got to prove it in a ring.
Of course you have. It's very well me saying it. But you've got to prove it in a ring. But you've also, people know in boxing. So everyone's always known how good Crawford was. But it took him a long time to get the opportunities to prove it. We've got to make sure that we're not 36, 37, 38 when we're getting those opportunities. Because if Boots can get it at 29, 30, he's going to be around 34, 35. He lives a clean life. Do you know what I mean? I think this guy, I truly believe, I think he could be one of the all-time greats.
Then he doubled down, calling Boots the new Crawford.
Terence Crawford against Jaron Ennis, for me, is the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford. We've just got to go out and get the fights to show how great he is.
And that's where Bud decided to drop another message, straight from Omaha. You can't copy greatness, you can only chase it. I don't do new versions. There's one Bud Crawford, and I'm still active.
He's not me.
Yeah.
You know, as much as a lot of people, you know, say we have similarities, and, you know, we switch a lot and we fight a lot. He's not me, you know, and I'm not him. So,
yeah. Tim had said comparison that like he's like a Chrysler 300 and you're like a Bentley.
Yeah, like once again, like he's not me. You know, he's trying to get to where I'm at. You know, he's where he at, I'm where I'm at. You know, he got a long way to go.
Fans went wild. Comments flooded every platform. Half saying Boots is the future, half saying Bud's still untouchable.
And, you know, obviously we're here in Philadelphia, Boots Ennis. Eddie, a couple other people, you know, called Boots the natural successor to Terence Crawford, and obviously I know your relationship with him. Do you feel that high on Boots as well, or?
Hell yeah, I think Boots is a hell of a fighter. I don't know about the natural sensation, whatever that is to Terence Crawford, I think Boots is his own fighter, Terence is his own fighter, but I think they both hell of a fighters. I've been around Boots for years, and he's the truth.
And last one for me, I'll let you go. Obviously, everyone's talking about a potential fight, you and Teofimo. Is there any updates to that? I mean, is that something that you are looking towards?
Yeah, that's the fight I want. So, ain't no updates. I don't speak business until the deal is done, so nothing to talk about.
But behind all the talk, one thing's clear. This rivalry might not be just words anymore.
World-class Honda? What does he mean?
He said world-class fighder. I guess he's trying to say if you're a world-class fighter.
Sign a contract. Exactly, sign a contract. If he wanted to fight, he would have stayed at 47. He obviously said he said he wanted to move up in compass to be undisputed at 54 or something like that. So, yeah, he definitely did say that too. Exactly. Yeah.
We ain't worrying about, right now we ain't worrying about Crawford. We're going to clean 147 now, then we're going to move to 154. If he there and he got a belt, we coming after him. Simple as that.
Let's talk about Boots for a second. The kid's record speaks for itself. 34 wins, 30 knockouts. Former unified welterweight champion, now the WBA and Ring Magazine champ at 154 after beating Eimantas Stanionis earlier this year. And at just 28 years old, he's not just winning, he's dominating. He trains like a scientist, moves like a cat, and hits like a truck. His combinations are clean, his defense slick, and his IQ, scary.
All right, super quick, we just witnessed a destruction by Jaron Ennis. What do you think?
I thought that was a great introduction to 154. His power carry, and he did his thing. So, congrats to Boots.
What do you think's next for Boots Ennis? I mean, what options are there at 154 in your mind for him?
I want to see him fight either the winner of Virgil and Erickson Lubin, or maybe like Fundora or somebody. That'd be a good fight.
And what about for yourself?
I'm back top of next year, defending my world title in a big fight.
Appreciate you, champ.
Even Canelo Alvarez used him as a sparring partner before facing Crawford, and after the fight, Canelo admitted that even Boots' speed couldn't prepare him for Bud's precision. That says everything you need to know.
Yeah, more than one time, yeah, and he helped me really good, and I'm very grateful with him. We have history because 14 years ago, his older brother, Ennis, helped me for when I fought Shane Mosley and Alfonso Gomez. So that's why we have history with the Ennis family, and I'm very grateful with him taking the time and go there and give me some work.
Because even when Ennis is sharpening the best, Crawford's still sharper.
Do you think Ennis is the guy to give Crawford like trouble in there if they were ever to fight?
I think that'd be a great fight. You know, the young hungry lion versus the legend. That would be a hell of a fight. Maybe 160. If it's a vacant title at 160, I think that they can make that happen for sure. I think it just has to make sense for both parties. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think if there's a vacant belt, Crawford's gonna want to be 6th division champion, and then he'll make Ennis move up to 160. I think they could do it at 160.
After Crawford's win over Canelo, Jaron Ennis himself gave credit where it was due. He told Ariel Helwani, "He just beat Canelo, the face of boxing, so that makes Crawford the face of boxing right now." Boots added that he's learning from Bud's blueprint, moving up divisions, fighting bigger men, staying sharp in the gym year-round. And to his credit, Ennis looks unstoppable at the moment. His debut at 154 against Duisma Lima was pure domination, a statement that he's ready for bigger, tougher names. But Crawford's not impressed by flash or footwork. As he said, "It's not about looking good on camera. It's about doing it under lights, against legends. When the world doubts you, that's when greatness shows up." When asked if he'd ever fight Boots, Crawford made it clear. "He's got talent, no doubt, but I'm not dropping down to 154 again. If he wants to talk about legacy, he can move up." That's the message. If Ennis wants Bud, he's got to chase him, not call him from below.
Would you consider going back down to 154 and face Jaron Ennis, the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight?
No. I ain't going down 154.
Crawford's now sitting on the undisputed throne at 168, and rumors are flying that he might even move to 160 next, chasing a 6th weight division title. That's historic, but the warning doesn't stop there. Bud continued, "I've been that young, hungry fighter before, but you don't earn greatness through talk. You earn it by beating people no one thought you could beat. Until Boots does that, he's still in the shadow." That line hit deep because Ennis has yet to face a true superstar opponent. Eddie Hearn, though, won't stop pushing. But Bud's not giving away the crown easily. At 38, he's fighting better than ever, mentally sharper, technically flawless, and physically still elite.
Man, great. Bud always been like that. Without a question, solid. You know what I'm saying? Solid.
You think there's anything left for him, Coach, or is it time for Bud to move on? Or
I'm trying to figure out who he gonna fight next.
160, you can see him fight going
I wouldn't do nothing crazy. He looked at excellent. Hey, Blake Islam, he looked at excellent.
Is there anybody the most from
No, I'm trying to figure out what their team gonna do next. I want to see what's
He's
next.
talking about 160, Coach. I mean, the only thing down there is maybe like a middleweight tournament, 2 fights to undisputed, something like that. But if not that, then what for Bud?
Who?
Well, they were talking about Jaron Ennis going to 160, possibly Jaron Ennis going to 160.
If he go to 160, then we got another mega fight.
You think that's a mega fight?
I don't know that yet, but I'm saying, and the boxing fans that know boxing would say that's another mega fight.
What would?
As one trainer put it, Crawford's in that stage of his career where every fight is chess, not checkers. Boots might be fast, but Bud's thinking 3 moves ahead. That's the truth. Boxing pros and pundits are split down the middle.
You know, Terence is your man.
Yeah.
Bud your man.
Yeah.
You know the fight niggas want to see, bro.
What?
Boots. No niggas want to see Boots, bro.
Bro, Terence different, bro. I just know that man is different. That's what I'm saying. I never been in the ring with Boots.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Boots ain't different or you know, not good at all. I think it would be a good fight, but I just think, you know, Terence, just like he said, man, he been battle tested before. Terence been through all the ups and downs in the ring. He's the Floyd Mayweather of this generation. Just the magnitude of this fight, maybe Terence is just not motivated enough.
Team Crawford says Boots hasn't earned it yet, that he's still in his prospect era. Team Ennis says Crawford's scared to pass the torch.
That's the fight that everybody want to see.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
Do you respect him as like when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so.
I understand it, but don't lie or kept to the net and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did. You know what I'm saying? And then that one time that I did, we said they called and we said you never heard nothing else back about it. So I mean, I respect it though. I mean, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, but don't be capping on the net.
But in reality, it's not fear, it's strategy.
A fight that makes a whole lot of sense and a fight that stylistically will be, oh my goodness, is a fight between Terence Crawford and Jaron Boots Ennis.
I don't think I think that's going backwards for Terence.
To that point, Jaron doesn't have the kind of accolades. He doesn't sell to the mass and all these. So this fight was perfect timing for both these guys.
Bud's earned the right to fight only for history, not hype. And that's why he said he's only taking life-changing fights from now on. He's not ducking Ennis. He's waiting for the payday and the legacy value to make it worth it. Because fighting Boots isn't a money fight, not yet. But in terms of skill, it might be the most dangerous one on the table. After beating Canelo, the man everyone called boxing's cash cow, Crawford did the impossible. He unified 3 divisions, conquered 5 weight classes, and embarrassed one of the sport's biggest names. That kind of resume doesn't just make you great, it makes you immortal. So while Ennis is coming, Crawford's still standing tall, warning everyone not to confuse potential with proof. Get this, Crawford versus Ennis isn't just another matchup. It's a generational collision. Old school craftsmanship versus new school explosiveness, wisdom versus raw athleticism, legacy versus hunger. If it happens, whether at 160 or 168, it'll be a fight for the ages.
Double fake to your left. Double fake to your right. Double fake to your left. You. Put your hand on your heart on top. Step back, rhythm. Step back, rhythm. Rhythm, y'all.
Still got some abs.
Double fake, double fake.
But right now, Crawford's message is clear. He's not ready to hand the throne over. He's not chasing clout. He's still defending the kingdom.
Is he better than Floyd Mayweather?
To me, he is because he challenges himself. So for me, don't get me wrong, Floyd ain't no bad fighter. Floyd is a hell of a sharp fighter, but I ain't gonna say a better fighter. I'm gonna say I just can appreciate it more because he challenges himself. You understand me? Floyd never challenged himself. So if you tell me who I want to see, Floyd or Terence, I want to see Terence because Terence gonna challenge himself. Floyd may be a better fighter because Floyd is slick and Floyd really can fight. People know I don't underestimate Floyd's boxing ability. Floyd has great boxing ability. Floyd is one of the best ever, but Floyd just never challenges.
Jaron Ennis will continue his rise, likely chasing bigger names at 154, maybe Sebastian Fundora or Carlos Adames. If he wins those, the pressure on Crawford will grow. And for Crawford, he's weighing options. Rumors of Gennady Golovkin, Janibek Alimkhanuly, or even another Canelo rematch are floating. But one thing's certain, if the Ennis fight happens, it'll define an era. Because no matter how high Boots climbs, there's only one mountain peak left to conquer, and its name is Terence "Bud" Crawford.
This is the situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division.
Get them all.
Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter. Then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship. And then skipped middle to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed, for the Ring Magazine super middleweight championship of the world, and left no doubts, including with Canelo, who was all class after the fight but knew what had just happened.
So now the question for you, is Jaron Boots Ennis really ready to take on Terence Crawford? Or is Bud's warning a reminder that the throne's not for the taking, it's for the earning? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to Fight Field for more boxing talk. I'll catch you in the next video.